Hello, this is Music Tech Help Guy, and welcome to episode 12 of my Pro Tools 11 video tutorial series. In this episode, we're going to continue looking at some of our different editing functions here that are below our edit tools. And in the previous video, we took a look at the link timeline and edit selection. In this video, we're going to take a look at the link track and edit selection function. Now, the basics of what this function does is it links whatever selection you have on a track with the track itself. So if I decide to highlight the green track down here, it actually selects that track. If I select this area, it highlights that track. So the track selection will follow whatever selection you make out on the timeline. Likewise, if I drag over a selection on the timeline and I hold Command and select other tracks, it will move that selection down along with the track selection. By the way, if you want to deselect tracks, you just hold Option and click and it deselects all of your tracks, or Alt on a PC. Now, the way you have to do this with the link track and edit selection off is you highlight an area, you hold Shift, and then click on the tracks that you want to make that edit selection, but it doesn't link the tracks along with it. Notice that none of the tracks are highlighted. So why is this useful, or why does it really matter? Well, in some specific situations where we're working with playlists or doing playlist tracking and playlist editing, there are some advantages to having it on and having it off. Just to give you a quick example, again, I'm sort of jumping ahead because we're not going to talk about playlist tracking until a few more videos down the road. But let's say that I had this on, and I was making an edit up here, and maybe I wanted to playlist this track. So I'll click on the track, right? And let's say I do some editing up here and then I realize, oh, I want to playlist this. I actually have to go back and click on this and use my playlist function, which is Control / to put it in a new playlist. If you turn the link track and edit selection off, this track will continue to be highlighted, and any key commands that you send it will go to it regardless of what I do on another track. So I can come up here, do some edits, do some highlighting, do some selecting, but still if I hit Control / to playlist the track, that key command is going to go to the track that's highlighted. So you can separate your edits from maybe where your shortcuts or your key commands are going to. Now I realize this is a bit, this is not something that you guys probably fully understand at this point because it's not something we've done yet in this series. But just to give you another quick example, if I have the link track and edit selection on, I can drag over, say, 4 bars here, hold Command, and click on as many tracks as I want by, and they don't have to be in a series either. I'm going to skip the green track here. Hit Command-C to copy just these 3 selections. Then I click somewhere else, select those same 3 tracks, and hit Command-V to paste. You can still do this even with the link track and edit selection off. You just have to go about it a little bit differently. You drag over the selection, hold Shift, and click on the clips that you want to select. Hit Command-C. By holding Shift, just clicking on the clips that you want to paste in, and hit Command-V to paste. So it's a very similar function, it's just 2 different ways to do it. So this is why I said it's not the end of the world whether you have this on or off. For the most part, I just like to leave it on most of the time. But when we get a little deeper into this series and start talking about playlist editing and playlist tracking, it will become useful at certain times to keep it off and useful at other times to keep it on. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what the link track and edit selection really does, just so it's not a complete shock to you guys later. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.